Oh, hi everybody. My name is Donna, and this is Donna Loves Yarn. You caught me putting hand lotion on because it's so dry here. Very dry. Welcome to my channel. Again, my name is Donna. This is Donna Loves Yarn because I do. And I have a few things to go over with you today. Some recent happenings that I wanted to share. And so welcome everybody. Welcome to my new subscribers, especially. I've had quite a few new subscribers, and it's just blowing me away. When I got to my halfway point to 500, so I got to 250, I was like, oh my gosh. And now I'm over 250. So I am on my way to 500. And then we have the goal of the watch hours. So, you know, if you're watching, I hope that you'll watch from start to finish. This is probably going to be a long video because I have quite a few things to talk to you about. So I hope you'll watch it all the way through. If you don't want to watch, just let it run and go do the dishes or something. Turn the volume on mute and sit and crochet or something. Just, I would appreciate the watch hours so much. First of all, today is February 5th, 2024. It is a sunny day here in Missouri, and we are supposed to have a warming trend this week. In fact, it's supposed to get up to almost 70 on Thursday. So that'll be neat. And I'm trying to avoid the light coming in the window, but that's a good thing. The sun is a good thing. It's great. It's great. So let me go over the things that I want to talk about, and then we'll start. So I want to talk about a room update. I want to talk about a recent acquisition. I want to talk about some whips and an FO, and a few orders that I've placed. So we'll start off with the yarn room update. I finally got rid of that big chair. I posted it on Marketplace to just give it away. It was given to me, so I didn't think it would be right to make a profit and try to sell it, even though it was a very nice chair. I just posted it on there for free, and it was on there for probably, oh gosh, I think I posted it 2 weeks ago, just in the regular Marketplace. And then I went to the community page of the community where I used to live, and that's where I should have started, because that's where it went. It went back to the town where I came from. So, and there were like 3 or 4 people, one after the other. I want it. Well, it's like first come, first served. Whoever can get here first can have it. So it just happened to be this older woman who, I think she does dog rescue. So I didn't mention that there was a little bit of dog hair stuck to the fabric part inside the cushion, but I took the lint roller to it really good. Hopefully I got most of it, but that probably won't even bother her if she sees it. So anyway, that went yesterday. Thank you, Jesus. So glad. So as soon as it left, my son brought the desk up, and that's where I'm sitting. I'm sitting at my desk. I've got my lovely yarn behind me, and I'm able to sit in a comfortable chair and share my yarn with you and share everything with you. So when I'm done, I'll either put some pictures up here, or I'll just take the camera and show you the room, although it's not as nice as it was the last time I showed you, because everything that was in the hallway had to come back in here because we had to move that chair out. So everything had to come back in here. But I am determined to get everything put away and dispensed with in some manner. So I am so thankful. I am so thankful that is done. So something else that happened yesterday, I went and picked up my bunny, my new bunny. There was a little snafu. The rabbit that was promised to me ended up going to another home. The woman that I had spoken with, who told me, because I was one of the first to reply, told me, and she actually recommended that rabbit to me because apparently she was the sweetest of the bunch. So because I was one of the first to respond, she said, okay, that one's for you. So all this time I've been thinking it's going to be that female that's all white with the little circles around the eyes. I shared a picture of her a couple videos back, I think. I didn't get her. Instead, I got a male. I don't know if he's neutered. I forgot to ask. I have no idea. I had plans to bring him up here and show him to you, but he's still getting used to me, and he's a little skittish when I pick him up. And the last thing I want is for him to hop off my shoulder and break his back. Rabbits have very fragile bones. That's the last thing I want, is for him to get scared, especially with me talking, and jumping off of me, and then he hurts himself. So I didn't want that. So I will somehow take a picture. Well, I've got pictures of him. I can just share them right here. But I was hoping to have a picture taken of me holding him. But he's adorable. It's funny, he's the same color as our dog. He's white with brown patches, just like Goober. Brown eyes, ears standing straight up, and he's a beautiful lion head. Beautiful. And he appears to have more mane than the female did. So he has hair that comes down and just hangs. Sometimes it looks like he has bangs. It's so cute. My son decided to name him Mo for Mohawk because he has that center that falls between his ears. So his name is Mo. And he's just adorable. He's so cute. I had ordered a pen, which was actually the same types of metal cubes that I have for my yarn. The only difference is the wires were closer together. But 12 by 12 cube ends. Well, I only ordered 12 of them, so it wasn't enough to go as high as I needed it to go. So we had to shrink it down so that we could go too high. Well, then it wasn't no, that's not what happened. I had to take some cubes apart so that we could add a second layer high, so that he wouldn't be able to jump out. And even if he wouldn't jump out, he probably could have jumped out of that, but he didn't. So I took those cubes apart, those top 3 apart, and created a second layer to make it 2 feet high instead of just 1 foot high. And he seemed to be fine, but there wasn't very much space for him to hop around. Well, I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but in the basement, which is where I had that pen set up anyway, in the basement, we have two extra rooms that are separate from the main area of the basement. The basement is actually divided in half. I've got laundry on one side, and then there's a wall. Someone put in a wall, and there's an area on the other side, and that's where my son has a couch and his TV, and he goes down there and he plays his game. So already the basement's cut in half for that. But beyond that split in half is a room for storage, which has storage shelves, and then On the other side of that, which is beyond where my laundry is, there's another smaller room. It's about 5 by 5. I'm guessing about 5, maybe 6. Nah, it's probably 5 by 5, maybe 6 by 6. I haven't measured it, but it's smaller, but it's big enough for a rabbit. And I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Probably because we had stuff shoved in there. So my son and I took all that out. It was just countertop lumber and stuff. So we got that out of there and vacuumed it. And I mean, it's clean as a whistle. And we decided that's going to be Mo's little room. And it's worked out beautifully. So I took the 12 cube panels and created a wall. This is temporary because it's not really very reliable. But we created a wall to put in the doorway, and it's 3 layers high. And it's secured on one side with a screw, and the other side I just have a heavy stool in front of it so he can't get out. So that's working out good. But eventually I want to put like a plywood gate or a little half door, with a sliding bolt or something. That's a little bit easier to get in and out of. That's eventually what I want to do. But for now, this is working. So he's in there. The picture that I'm going to share, or I did share, is a picture that I took of him in that little room. So last night was his first night, and that room does have a window, but it's an east-facing window, and it's like got overspray of paint or something on it. It's not a clear window. You can't really see through it for some reason. I don't know if it's dirty or it's got paint. I don't know, something. So I have this little salt lamp, and I took that down there, and there happens to be an outlet in that little room. So I plugged in that salt lamp, and that was his night light. And he's got his little hidey hut, and he's got his food and his water and his hay and his litter box, and he's doing really well. So as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to go down there and sit with him for a bit. So that's the update on the bunny, Mo. He's just so cute. He's so cute. Okay, next thing is some orders that I placed. And I shouldn't have. I really shouldn't have, but I did. So I was tempted with the Mary Maxim Sock Club because I watched a video from Antoinette at Knitting and Stitching Island Style. And she showed what she got from her sock club. And it's 2 hanks of yarn for, I think it's like, is it $12.99? Something like that. Pretty inexpensive. So I went ahead and signed up, and it's going to be shipping, even though I joined because it's a quarterly box, and I signed up just as they had already shipped the most recent box, but they said that they're getting ready to ship it. So I'm assuming that I got in just in time, and I don't have to wait until May. So that should be coming sometime. And then I ordered all over the place. People are ordering these pickle jars from Aberdeen's Wool. And if you don't know what a pickle jar is, it's a half a gallon mason jar filled with micro minis. And if you order the pickle jar, you get 40. And these minis are like this big. They're tiny, and they're 24 yards. Some people are saying 20, but I looked at it and it says 24 yards per little micro mini hank. And I went ahead and ordered 50. And I think I had a coupon code to make the price a little bit easier, but still, even at the regular price, it's not bad. If you think about it as far as how much yardage you get, the price isn't bad compared to, if you were to order that much yardage in a full hank. It's not that much different. So I ordered that. Today's Monday. I ordered that, I think, I don't know, last week, Thursday or Friday, something like that. Well, today I got an email because it's the last day for 15% off any Tangled Poets or mystery bags. And the mystery bags are already $19, and that's really a good price for how many bits they send you, how many pieces they send you. And I've been looking at videos of recent mystery bags, and it looks like very few and far between are people getting the novelty yarns. I do not want any novelty yarns. I've seen some people get these bags and they have no novelty yarn. I hope and pray I get no novelty yarn. But you know what? I shouldn't have been ordering, so it'll probably be just my luck. Or, the good Lord above saying, shame on you. Here's a bunch of novelty yarn. I wouldn't doubt it. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And it'll be fun to get it. And I ordered 4 of them. I think the last time I ordered 4. I either ordered 3 or 4, I think. And I ordered all crochet. I probably should have done 2 and 2. Because apparently, well, according to this last video I watched, if you order the knit, the yarn seems to be a little bit more high end. I don't know if that's true or not. So I've got that coming. Next order business. Saturday, this past Saturday, I went ahead and went to my sister's farmer's market. She has an indoor market, and she's about 30 miles south of me. And I decided to go. I really didn't want to go. I'm not a morning person. I stay up late, and so it's hard for me to get up at 7:30 and be out the door in enough time to get there as close to 9:30 as I can, because it's about a 30-minute drive for me. So actually, I think it's 22 miles, but it takes me 30 minutes to get there. So I went. I took almost all of my finished items, had them hanging on hangers on this portable clothes rack that I bought. Everything looked really nice. I may not have had the most fancy labels, but everything looked nice. And many people stopped to admire what I had. I had quite a few shawls. I had quite a few hats. That's pretty much the gist of what I had. But nobody bought anything. So that was kind of sad. Drove all that way. Used my gas. And didn't sell a thing. But that's okay. I may go back. I did have one woman stop. She's a regular there. She stopped and talked to me. She bought a hat from me last winter. And she so happens to purchase only natural fibers for her hats. So she asked me again, because I remember her asking me last winter, do you use wool? I said, that's pretty much all I do use. And it just so happened that she pointed out a hat that I had. It was gray. She prefers teal colors. She pointed out this gray hat, and she said, oh, that looks nice. Well, that was one of, I think, 2 hats that were acrylic that I had there. So I don't think she would have bought it anyway, because she likes teal. So she happened to notice a hat that I had set aside because I didn't have a price tag on it. And she looked at it, and it had some teal colors. Actually, it's up there somewhere. It was a good looking hat. And she even tried it on. And had she expressed more interest in it, I might have just given it to her. But she put it back down. She said, I'll give you a call later. I'll give you a call. So I'm thinking that I already put it away, or I'd show you. I have some teal yarn from K&C from Joanne. And it's a teal color. It's solid. Actually, it's tonal. And I may just whip up a cowl and see if she'd want it. I mean, at least I'd have it if she wanted it. I don't know. But that was probably the closest I came to selling anything. So we'll see about going back there. I don't know. I mean, it's nice to hang out with like-minded people and see my sister, and there are some regulars there that, you know, I really like to see. But, you know, we'll see what happens. All right, so on to the whips and FO. I have one FO, and this is one that I took to market. And I thought for sure it would get looks, and it didn't. The shawls really didn't get a lot of, I mean, people looked and said, oh, that's pretty. But I thought this one would really get some attention. And I'm going to have to scoot back so I can show it to you. I didn't write down. I'll have to put it in the comments whose pattern this is. Actually, I have it in the other room. It was, where did I get it? Oh, I got it on Ravelry. So I could go run and get it. I know exactly where it is. But let me show it to you. It turned out really big because I used a whole cake of yarn. So it's just a rectangle, and it has opposing points. So this side, the point is there at the bottom. And then this side, the point is at the top. And I just, the pattern says to hold a fingering weight double. I didn't. I just held it single. So you could wear it like a shawl, you know, or it's thin enough you can just bunch it up and, you know, wear it like a scarf. You know, how cute is that? That's really cute. And it's just all granny stitches. So there's that. Let me run and get the pattern. I can run and get the pattern real quick. Okay, sorry, I had to mute the TV because I think you could hear it in the background. So let's see here. I have a bunch of, okay. It is called the Just Feel Festive by Kalisha Ryan. Just Feel Festive shawl. And there's kind of the diagram of what it's supposed to look like. But it's on Ravelry. And it's free pattern. So that it's really easy. And it goes really fast. Very easy and fast. So I recommend that for a really quick workup. And the yarn I used is a yarn that I got from the yarn store here locally. And it's KFI painted lace. And, oh, this is a 2-weight. 874 yards. and it's 100% cotton. So I bought a whole bunch of these because she gave them to me for a song. $10 a piece for 100% cotton. KFI Knitting Fever. So that was nice. I'm not going to leave that there. That'll fall. All right. So that's my finished object. And because I like that one so much, I decided to start another one. And this one, I am holding double. And it's going to be quite different. And I am using, oh, no, I should have been better prepared. I am using, let me see if I have one handy. I don't. I'd have to really, I thought I put one nearby. Oh well. Anyway, this was another from K&C. And if you guys remember when K&C at Joann's had the hanks, there were 3 different kinds. There was cotton with lurex, and there were 4. 100% cotton, cotton with lurex, sock yarn with merino and nylon, and then there was 100% merino, which this is. K&C. I've talked about this before. I never saw this until they started discontinuing these hanks. This is awesome yarn. I've made quite a few things out of this yarn. And it's a 3-weight, 100% superwash merino. So soft and squishy. It's awesome. And I went to Joann.com yesterday, and they still have some of this in a bunch of different colors. It says my local store here has some, so I'm going to try really hard not to go. I would like to have some more before they're completely gone. Anyway, this one, that shawl, I'm using the one with the cotton and the lurex. And I'm holding it double with a Stine yarn, which is Stine Souffle. And this is 85% cotton, 15 polyester. And it is 900 meters. And I'm just doing the white. I ordered a white and a black quite a little bit ago. And then this one is called Tutti Frutti. And I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but it's got lurex in it. And this is much heavier than that other one. But it's going to be really nice. Hopefully when it washes up, it'll be a little softer. And I'm hoping that lurex isn't scratchy. But I just started my second hank of this. So once this is done, I'll be done with it, and it should be plenty long. Should be plenty long. So there's that. And I'm still working on this poncho, although I've not done anything with it lately. But this is the, oh shoot, what's the name of it? Inlines poncho from Hobie. Stine at My World of Crochet is making one also. But this one is being made with the Scarfy yarn, and it's working up beautifully. I can't wait till it's done. I want to get more Scarfy so I can make more, because that Scarfy yarn works great for that poncho. It's awesome. All right, so that's the whips and FO that I wanted to show you. The next order business is, yeah, I probably should talk about my Etsy order. Quite some time ago, I stumbled upon this shop on Etsy, and it's, oh shoot. Of course, I didn't write down the name of the shop, and I don't remember it. I'll put it in the comments. But anyway, I've talked about it before, and this particular shop has a lot of yarn, and all the yarn that I can tell, or for the most part, is sold in lots. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sometimes 8. But as I was looking one day, and this has been, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, I stumbled upon this yarn, and it's discontinued. I think a lot of the yarn on this shop are discontinued. But this is a Cascade yarn. I have not showed it before, I don't think. I talked about it, but I don't think I showed it. It's Cascade, and it's called Indulgence. And it is 70% superfine alpaca, 30% Angora. And here it is. And it is made in Peru, 50 grams, 123 yards. Washing instructions: hand wash with mild soap, cold, lay flat to dry. This is so soft. Oh my gosh. And it's very, yeah. I mean, it's Angora and alpaca. So what do you expect for, if not to be kind of furry, fuzzy? But isn't that a pretty color? Let's see. Color number 522. And when I ordered this, I think I ordered 2 different lots. So I got this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 of these. And then I ordered another lot that had 2 of these, color number 524. And this is like a berry. This is like a berry, even though it looks red on screen. It's like a berry color. So I have 2 of these. So I happened to be looking at their store again, and they had more of this Indulgence. And right now, as I'm speaking, I can't remember whether it's this color or if it's this. I'm hoping it's this color because I only have 2. But I'm thinking it's this color. But that doesn't matter. I don't care. So I went ahead and ordered 2. They must have been in 4 packs. And I think I ordered 2 of them. So it came today. And I haven't even opened it yet. So I thought I'd open it right here, so you could share my excitement as I open it. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, there's some alpaca. There's some blue alpaca in here. I forgot all about, oh my gosh. I forgot this was part of it. Oh my gosh. That's the most beautiful royal blue I think I've ever seen. The price tag is still on here. And these were $8.50 at the time that they were being sold. This is a sport weight, 50 grams, approximately 110 yards. Works beautifully with large or small needles. Alpaca is a rare, small, curious, and intelligent fiber, producing camelid sheared once a year for the most luxurious fiber in the world. Hand wash or dry clean. Wash in cold water using a mild soap. Do not twist, shape, and dry flat on a towel. Store your little treasure neatly folded. Blue Sky Alpacas, based in Minnesota. That's gorgeous. And it's got a high twist. I'm developing a fondness for that high twist. Looks like some people call it a string of pearls. And there were 4 in this lot. Well, I'm going to have to lay these out in the sun. Yeah, they kind of smell. They smell like they've been stored somewhere for a while. And that didn't look like an alpaca hair. That might have been a dog hair, which, you know, I'm not going to be mad about that. I've got dog hair all over mine. So, I don't know if there's a packing slip in here or not. I don't remember what I paid for them. But it certainly wasn't $32 or $34. You know, these were originally $8.50 a piece. That's gorgeous. And I have other alpaca that I could pair that with. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. So here's the indulgence. And it is the lighter pink. But that's okay. 2, 3. These were originally $10.45. 4, 5, 6. There should be 8 in here. 7 and 8. 7, 8. So 2 lots of 4. I can't remember what I paid for them, but I want to say, it was either $15 or $20 for the 4 of them. 15 or 20, one or the other. So I've got plenty of that pink that, you know, I make something really, really soft. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. That's sweet. So that's 1,200 yards, a little over 1,200 yards. Because each one, what did I say? 123 yards. So about 1,300 yards, probably. So that's nice. Cashmere in Angora. You can't go wrong. Oh my gosh, you can't go wrong with that. And that's a pretty color. That is a really pretty color. Okay. So those are my acquisitions that I wanted to share. Let's see. There was something else that I had not talked about. Oh, if any of you watched back to the order that I received from a marketplace seller, I'll just pull one out of here. Well, here's one of them. Marketplace seller. And the yarn ended up being smoky because the woman I got them from smokes. Right? That whole cube. Yeah. That whole cube right there is all the art yarn that I got. If you didn't see that video, go back, and it's the video that received the most views so far. I think I'm up to 5 million views. Or is it 5,000? Maybe it's 5,000. 5 million. Yeah, right. 5,000 views. Last I checked, it was almost 5,000. So I bet it's over 5,000 now. Anyway, I didn't know what to do about this smoke smell. So I had put everything in a tote with some cedar blocks, hoping the cedar would either impart a scent or remove the odor, one or the other. Well, some kind soul suggested put them outside in the sun. And I did. 2 days in a row. The first day it started to sprinkle. After they were out there for maybe, I don't know, an hour or two, it started to sprinkle. So I brought them in, and some of the smoke smell was for the most part gone, but I thought I'm going to do it again, as long as the next day the weather's good and it's not too windy. So I laid them out there again the next day for a bit longer, and it happened to be a sunny day, pretty mild. And oddly enough, the stubborn odor was not the smoke smell. It was the air freshener that had also permeated the fibers. I don't know whether she sprayed Febreze on them or whether she always has those plugins going or what. I have no idea. But it was almost worse than the smoke smell. And the combination of the two, no thank you. So thankfully, laying them out in the sun 2 days got rid of both smells. The air freshener being the most stubborn, weirdly enough. So I was able to bring them all in and put them all away. And I've been talking to that same woman, and she has more. And she even has some brands that I don't have. So we agreed on kind of a trade and some cash. I'm going to give her some of that Knit Picks yarn that I just got. I'm going to give her some of those and some cash, and I'm going to get the rest of her art yarns, and she has some earth yarns, and I think that's it. So art yarns and earth yarns, and then I'll be done, I think, unless she posts more at another time. I don't know what she's going to do. So yeah, but I wanted to let you know that if you have yarn that has stubborn odors, whether it's musty or whatever, yeah, like these, I'm going to set them outside probably this evening. I'm going to set these outside. Yeah, those two. If you have stubborn odors, set them outside for a few hours. Just make sure it's not a windy day, because they'll blow away or blow onto the ground, and then they're dirty. Who needs that? So yeah, I'm going to do that with these. It's already kind of late in the day, but the sun has not set yet, so it might help a little bit setting them outside. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, because my table is downstairs and it's got stuff on it. So I may wait and do that later in the week, maybe tomorrow. But I'm glad the scent is gone. I'm so glad. And I can't wait to use them. So that's it for that. The last order of business is an idea that I got from another channel, and it is Shannon at Shannon Talks Yarn. About 2 weeks ago, she did this little game that maybe will turn into a hashtag. So I think I've seen two YouTubers do it, and I told her I'd do it. So now I'm prepared, and I'll do it. And it's called 3 Truths and a Lie. And I guess all I do is say what each statement is, expound on each a little bit, and then you say in the comments which you think is the lie. And then I guess I'll address it in my next video. I guess. I think that's how Shannon did it. Or maybe she uncovered it before the end of the video. I think I'll just wait until the next video, because I'll probably do another one here later in the week anyway. So we'll do that. I'll tell you what they are. You put your guesses down in the comments, and then I will reveal it in my next video. How's that? That sounds fair to me. All right, so let's start. Number 1, I've been a sourdough baker since 2019. And to expound on that, I will say that I even had an Etsy store. a successful Etsy store at that. Okay, number 2. I've been crocheting since March of 2022. I dabbled in it a little bit when I was a child. I was taught by a family friend, and I remember making a blanket, and the sides they weren't even at all. And I think I only learned single crochet, but I ran out of steam and I didn't do it anymore. And that family friend only visited, like, I don't even know if she came to visit once a year. No more than once a year. So I didn't see her that often. So I probably just outgrew it between the 2 visits, and I didn't do it anymore. But I had been thinking about it, periodically over the years. So I started it up in March of 22. Number 3, I used to have a yarn store. How else do you think I would have accumulated all this yarn if I didn't have a yarn store? It was so much fun. But it got to be a huge responsibility. And so it wasn't open for very long. And I was fortunate enough to be able to keep the inventory, as you can see. Number 4, I have a preference for natural fibers. And if you know anything about natural fiber yarn, you can probably look at all these and tell they're all natural fibers. So I started out like everybody using acrylic because it was very easily available and affordable and whatnot. But I soon discovered that I would prefer natural fibers, especially if I'm making myself something. I mean, I wear enough synthetic fiber as it is. So if I'm going to make me something special, or even somebody else something special, I want it to be special. And how do you make it special? You make it different than everybody else and use natural fibers instead of synthetic fibers. So yeah, I am surrounded by natural fibers. Wool, alpaca. I even have 1 skein of yak, thanks to Crystal at Bag O' Day and one of her mystery bags. Yeah, I have probably 5% of my stash is synthetic. And usually if it's here, I have a plan for it, whether that be a blanket or making up a bunch of hats, I don't know. But like right here, I've got, this is from Hobie, Metallico. This has a little bit of wool in it. It is 9% wool, but it's so pretty and it's unique. So I haven't been able to get myself to get rid of that. And then, of course, when I went to my very first Hobby Lobby clearance sale, I didn't know what I was doing. So if it was pretty, I grabbed it up. I didn't really care that much at that time about fiber content. So, I grabbed it up. And here's one in particular. And actually, this is 30% wool, but fireplace comfort. And this is roving too, single ply roving, which is my favorite. And this is a 4-weight. And again, it is 30% wool, 70% acrylic. So I've got that. I've got 2 skeins of that. Divigation, here's another roving single ply. And I'm actually making a blanket out of this. I have 3 skeins left. And that should be plenty for me to finish my blanket. Anyway, that's a little bit of, ranting about my fibers. So out of those 4, put in the comments which you think is the lie, and we will either we'll cover it in the next video, or I'll pin a comment down below. No, that wouldn't be good, because then you'd see that before you could even comment. So I'll cover it in my next video, which is the lie. That ought to be pretty fun, because there's two that are kind of questionable that I've never talked about before. Two that I have never mentioned on my channel. So it'll be interesting to see which one gets the most votes. That'll be fun. All right. Well, I'm going to see whether I have the ability to set these outside. I don't know if I will. Like I said, I might wait until later in the week when I can free up that table. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna share a picture of Mo. And oh, let me go ahead and show you my room. Excuse the boxes, please. Please excuse the boxes. It's gonna be taken care of, I promise. So let me turn you around. I'm gonna go to the door. See my desk. There is my desk and my chair. And all the stuff on the floor. But that cart there used to be right here. So I moved it there and brought those in from the bedroom. And that's a diamond painting there at the top. And so that's different. And of course the desk, and then I brought a table that I had out in the living room. This table here was out in the living room, so I brought it and then put that. That was in my bedroom. So I put that there, and then that's there just because I don't have anywhere else to put it right now. Everything else is pretty much the same. Oh, there's my mirror. I was looking for that. But those top cubes are the KNC 100% Superwash Merino. These here. And there's the teal color that I mentioned. And then this is all the silk that I got from Knit Picks, the luminance that I've talked about before. Gorgeous. Look at that shine, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? And then these are from Pleta. And then here's all the smoky yarn that I had to lay out. This is all the art yarns. Yeah, and then there's a couple of, I thought there was something else in here other than the Madeline Tosh. Maybe not. The Madeline Tosh are, oh, yeah, the Madeline Tosh are here. And then there's another Madeline Tosh. So I move those down there. Oh, here's the sparkle yarn. I knew I had one laid out. Trying to hold this steady. KNC hand dyed. See, it's going to break. That's why I don't want to. Cotton and Lurex. And this is unicorn, but the other that I am using is called Tutti Frutti. So that's just a brief glimpse of all the yarns in here. I'll do a more detailed video at another time and kind of go over what everything is and all that. So thank you guys for stopping by, and I really appreciate it. And to all you new subscribers, thank you so much for joining my channel. And I just really appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments. And I'm just having a ball with this channel. It's a lot of fun. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I hope you have a great week. Today's Monday, so the start of the week for everybody. Excuse me. So have a great week. And wherever you are in the world, just have a good day. And remember to look to the Father when times start to look difficult and challenging. Just look to Him. And as He said, He will give you rest. He will give you rest. Speaking for myself, I have no fear. I have no fear because I know that God is here, and He's here, and He's everywhere. So remember that He loves you, Jesus loves you, and I love you. Take care and have a super day, and we will see you on the next one. See you later, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.